guys, welcome to Inspirations Season 4, Episode 16. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new around here, my name is Christelle. I'm a dyer. I live in France and near Paris. And this is my podcast about my knitting and my yarn dyeing. I have an Etsy shop that is updated every Monday afternoon, except for today. Today's not really a regular day. Today's the day the advent calendars go on sale, and I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes. But there's also a newsletter sent out every Monday at 5 p.m. Paris time, and you can find me here on my YouTube channel every Monday afternoon at 5 to chat about my work as an indie dyer, my projects, my life as a mother of 4. Yeah, basically that's what you can expect. Also, I'm passionate about work organization. I talk about it a lot. I always strive to, find the best way for me to both manage my business and take care of my family. I just refuse to compromise, and basically that's it. And I read a lot. And so if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm super happy to be back with you for another episode. It's going to be a shorter one, mainly because this week's not been really up to my expectations. Lots of unforeseen complications. I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. So I just wanted to let you know two things. I wanted to just go back over the advent calendars sale process, just to make sure you have all the information, and then I'm going to announce the winner of the monthly Tricot Stitch challenge. There is a monthly game challenge you can join to win a skein. There's a skein of yarn to be won every month. So, but first, the advent calendars. So the way it's going to work is a bit different from my regular shop updates, because it's not going to take place on Etsy. Nothing on Etsy, nothing to see there today. It's going to take place in the newsletter. So the newsletter is sent out at 5 every Monday. I usually try my best to schedule it in advance, but sometimes I'm just running a bit behind, and it happens that I'm running a bit late. So let's say that if you have not received the newsletter by 6:30 p.m. on Monday, so that's today for you guys, and that's Paris time, please. And you're wishing to buy an advent calendar, please reach out, reply to the regular newsletter address. That's my email address. Just reach out and let me know, and I will send you directly the link to the Google form, because this is how it's going to work. You will receive a link to a Google form that you have to fill in. The link, the Google form has all the information you need to know about the advent calendar, theme, the formulas, the shipping information, everything in there. And you need to fill out some info in the form. And once you've done that you've filled out every info requested, you just have to validate the form. And once you do that, you will receive an email with a link to the page, to the sale page on my website, where you can buy the advent calendar. Because it's a private sale, it's only for my newsletter subscribers for the time being. The page is hidden. You can't find it if you don't have the link, and you will have the link once you validate the Google form. Why is it so complicated, you might ask? Why don't I send the link to the hidden page directly through the newsletter? That's because it's my second advent calendar, and I know now that I need to have all your information in one place, just to be able to, you know, run the expedition and shipping smoothly afterwards. And last year I didn't have any means to collect information beforehand, and that was a real issue afterwards. It took me a lot of time to manually type in all your info. I was missing a lot of info. There was a lot of back and forth with a lot of you guys just to get the right information, enabling me to send out your advent calendar. And because it's already a huge task in itself, I'm really trying to find ways to streamline the organization and the shipping to make sure I am not, you know, using my time to do things I could do in a smarter way. So that's why there is this Google form. I'm going to have all your information in one place, including things like your Ravelry ID for the mystical pattern, for example, or your Mondial Relay information if you're in a country eligible for free shipping to a Mondial Relay collect point. So that's, for example, that's France, that's Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Spain and Portugal. If you are in one of those countries, you are eligible for free shipping for the advent calendar. If you're not, if you are in very close by European country, there is a very reasonable fee for shipping, and then if you are farther away the fee is higher, but still it's not, I'm not charging full price. I'm really applying a discount. I'm not charging full price. So everything will be detailed in the Google form, and then all I will have to do, I won't have to type in anything. I will just have to, you know, extract the data, and it will come all neatly in a CSV file or maybe directly in Excel. I mean, that's going to be awesome and save me so much time, and also avoid mistakes, because I had the case last year of one advent calendar sent to the wrong Mondial Relay collect point. Okay, so that was a bit awkward. Fortunately, it was not too far away from the intended destination, but still, I really want to avoid, because when you're typing a lot of info, there is automatically, you know, a higher probability that you're going to mistype something, or you're going to type in the information on the wrong line. So yeah, I really wish to avoid all that. So that's why the Google form. And because I need you to fill this before you buy the calendar, so that I am sure I have everything and I have your attention, because it's not always easy to get your attention afterwards. That's why I'm requesting you to fill in the form, to fill out the form before having access to the calendar sale. In this way, I will have all the information I need to make sure you get your calendars smoothly and in time. And that's it, guys. So now I just wanted to let you know, oh yeah, I really very quickly, just a reminder, there is two formulas for the advent calendars. There is formula 1, which is the basic formula at 149 euros, and that's 24 minis in exclusive colorways inspired by the theme calm and joy, which I love. You have the pattern for the Advent Mystery Call by me, and you get, stay here you, and you get some knitting goodies, okay? And when you want the second formula, formula 2 is the like upgrade, you get an additional full skein by adding the full skein to your cart. That's it. You add the full skein to formula 1, and that's formula 2, and that's 169 euros. You can't buy the single skein alone. I will reimburse you if you do that. It's not meant to be bought alone. It's only meant to be added to Formula 1 in case you wish to get the second formula of the Advent calendar. And that's it. I think I covered all the bases. I will be at my desk checking my social media and emails on Monday evening and Tuesday. So again, if you have troubles receiving the information from the newsletter or the link to the hidden page, just let me know. I will be, replying to emails very quickly on those 2 days, just to make sure you don't miss out. But on that, don't fret, because it's really a private pre-order session for the Advent calendars. So it's only for my subscribers, newsletter subscribers. So I think you'll be okay. Even if you wait, you don't go there like at 5 on the dot on Monday, it's okay. Okay, that's why I'm doing a private pre-order for the calendar and not putting it out publicly for everyone straight away. It's my way of thanking you for following me and be a subscriber. You get perks, okay? That's one of them. So just relax and make it a cool experience, not something you won't be carjacked, for example. I don't think so. So yeah, calm and joy. Then the S4 Fanfare. So if you don't know, the S4 Fanfare is my monthly little challenge to share your tricot stitch project on social media and Ravelry or on Ravelry. And I'm having a drawing every month. I'm randomly picking a winner. It's open internationally. And this month, the winner is Le Monde de Fées on Instagram. She knitted some beautiful diagonally socks in a colorway of mine that I've not dyed in a while. It's called Extravaganza. Here are her socks. And so she wins a skein of the colorway of April for the Sock Knitters Almanac, that's Teacup, on the base of her choice. So I think her first name, I know her. I think we've met. It's been a long time since we saw each other. I think she's Federica. So Federica, if you're watching this, just reach out and we'll see. Tell me which base you want your skein on, and I will dye it for you. Thank you so much for participating. So if you want to join, the S4 Fanfare for the month of May is ongoing. You can play on Ravelry, you can play on Instagram. The hashtag is here, and all you have to do is share a picture of your tricot stitch project. It could be using tricot stitch yarn, but not only. You can also play with a tricot stitch pattern. I don't have many, but I have some. So just check out my Ravelry designer page if you want to have a look at my designs. I'm usually designing accessories. I'm designing shawls, I'm designing stoles, mitts, socks, hats, that kind of things. Okay, and now I'm going to talk about something else. I don't have, this week, I'm sorry to say, I don't have much knitting to show you guys. It's been, I have to say, it's been a difficult couple of weeks. Mainly because I've had, some computer difficulties, some computer issues. Actually, my biggest computer, my desktop, the hardware is dead. It died on me like this, just after I completed a translation. So I lost some work, because I was not so well organized as well, with uploading of all my work on the cloud and things like that. I was very, it's been a burden because I had to retrieve all the data from the hardware. The computer was not working after spending several hours, you know, with online help about that. We could not do anything. I had to hire someone local to try and fix it for me. He managed to retrieve all the data, so that's the good thing. Accepted the translation on which I worked, but unfortunately the problem happened at the time was saving my work, and so everything was lost. But yeah, I got my data back, and I thought he managed to, you know, save the computer, but in the end it didn't. So now it's been almost a week that the computer has been acting out, and now it's gone again. Try to save it again. I'm just, you know, I think I'm going to replace it. I just want to make sure I have gone through every avenue possible before having to buy a new one, to make sure I cannot do anything else to repair this one. But it's so time consuming, guys. I've spent literally hours trying to fix this computer, and I mean, it's okay, it happens. And if I was not actively preparing for my very first festival in another country, I would be chill, guy. I would be completely chill. But no, I'm not, because I have to stick to my dyeing schedule. So that means I had a very rough week. I've been up dyeing and preparing orders until late at night. I woke up at dawn to do some office work and translations, and I feel that, you know, the old like way of working, like overtime and overwhelming, is slowly creeping back. But that's okay, because I know it's just, you know, a one thing time. It's because I had those computer issues and some other things more positive that I will soon talk about, personal things, not a baby, that are time consuming. So that's why. But it's been very difficult to stick to the schedule. I'm really trying to focus on the most important thing each day, but it's like, you know, when you think everything is important, you cannot choose because everything has to be done. So yeah, knitting has suffered as a consequence. I have not made any progress actually on any of my projects. I've not touched my Belladonna cardigan, which is a shame, because I mean, this thing is flying off the needles. If I could just, you know, knit on it, it would be finished like in a week. Sock wise, nothing really, not much done. But the little knitting time I could get, you know what I did? I guessed on something new. It was really difficult this week. I had to find, you know, I wanted to have maybe an emotional crutch or something. And because I've been dyeing lots of past colorways for Porto, knit with friends, I dyed again one of my favorite. It's Lueur. It's the February colorway from the Sock Knitter's Almanac that I really like. I like it very much, and I actually had some yarn already caked up in my stash, because I started a beautiful shawl a while ago in that colorway, but decided to frog it. And I've been thinking about knitting myself a third love knot sweater, because the two I have, I've knitted them a while ago, and since then I've changed sizes and they're not fitting me anymore. So I wanted to knit a new one in a size that would fit me now, and I've had that on my mind for quite some time. So yeah, I think that the consequence of the shitty week, cannot say it otherwise, sorry guys, was to cast on something new, okay? And it was the love knot, and I love it. I don't know if I'm going to make any progress on it, or if I should sacrifice something else. I don't want to sacrifice anybody, really. any project, but this is absolutely not reasonable. Knowing that I cast on for a blanket last week, this is completely just out of line and not reasonable, and we only live once, okay? Also, I told you my sister came last weekend. I gave her socks. They fit perfectly. I was so glad about that. She loved them. So she completely forgave me about the whole killing socks incident. So that's in the past right now, and that's cool. And one thing she's been asking me for like ages is to learn to knit some socks, because you know she loves socks. I've already talked about that, but she can't knit her own socks. So she asked me to teach her how to knit socks. So because I had to teach her, I decided to cast on a new pair just to show her from scratch. So we made the cuff over the weekend, knowing that she was a knitter already. She knew how to cast on and she knew how to knit, but she didn't know how to purl. So I had to, and she didn't know how to knit in the round on Magic Loop, and she never knitted on anything so small. So it was quite a challenge for her just to, you know, cast on in the round and knit to purl at the same time. It was incredibly, I think it was, she was, you know, she had not managed to find a way to put the yarn on her fingers like this to get the right tension in the thread. So it's all little things, but that are very difficult to learn and master straight away. It's very frustrating because managing your tension and the way you grab your thread is really something difficult. You have to practice a lot to find a way that works for you and to be comfortable. And I really told her, you will not be comfortable for a while. It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel like you're forcing your hands to do something that's not natural, but you have to sit in there. You have to hang in there. You have to sit in the discomfort and keep on, because it's the only way that you're going to build muscle memory, and then it's going to be comfortable. But you have to go through this. So she was a very good soldier. She stick with it. She managed to knit her cuff, and then it was everything in the round, like for the leg of the sock. And over next weekend, I'm going to her this time, and I'm going to show her how to knit the heel. But for a first project involving purl stitches, she's going to slip stitches for the first time. She's going to pick up stitches for the first time. It's incredibly daring. Like, I'm like, wow. And she's doing very good because she's very motivated. Actually, she's been wanting to learn how to knit socks for like years, I think 2 years, and we couldn't find the time. Each time we had a family well, we couldn't find the time. Why? COVID, baby. I was like asking myself, why did it take me so long to teach my sister to knit socks? COVID. That's COVID. I think that she wanted to learn to knit socks when she was stuck at home because of COVID, but I couldn't do it, you know, remotely. She didn't want me to do it remotely. She wanted me to be there. And she didn't want to, she tried to, you know, learn with video tutorials, but it was too difficult. So she wanted me to be there. So we didn't find the occasion until now, but I'm so glad we did. We're going to knit the heel, and I'm going to knit myself very short socks. And the colorway you've just seen is a new colorway. That's why I took a new colorway to knit that. It's Electric City. It's the colorway I created for Sip and Knit in Brussels. It's lovely. So that's why I have also a new pair of socks on the needles, and you know everything. So my wish for next week is for the Advent pre-orders to go smoothly, first of all, then to manage to have more like normal days, okay? No more waking up at 5 in the morning and going to bed at midnight. I mean, I'm not going to be able to sustain that very long. I'm going to be a zombie very soon if I keep doing that. I have a lot of orders to send out by next week, so my wish is to manage to send everything on time and to finish dyeing for Porto. I'm going to be finished dyeing for Porto in the course of this week. So I'm saying next week, but actually it's because it's Friday, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. So that's it for this week. Sorry about the complaining and everything. I just wanted to be candid with you and share when it's going smoothly and share when it's not going smoothly. And this has been one of these weeks, but hopefully everything will be back to normal next week. And yeah, so thank you so much. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye, guys.